We are now standing on the razor's edge between the old world and the new. This is a pivotal moment for shifting consciousness and manifesting a new earth. The shift we're about to undergo includes facing karmic lessons, the likes of which our world has not seen in 164 years. We are at the crest of a wave before its breaking point, and are therefore lined up in perfect critical timing to recreate our realities. Tune in with me and get ready to receive angel messages on the new supermoon solar eclipse cycle with divine guidance spanning from March 29th through April 11th, 2025. On March 29th, we have a new supermoon solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. This is a peak moment in the surge of galactic energy that has been flooding our planet throughout this eclipse season since the March 14th lunar eclipse. During the eclipses, Mother Earth's spiritual energy body is blooming open to receive an influx of divine light, encoded with higher spiritual consciousness. As the Earth receives this new source light, we receive it too. And this infusion of light is going to be catalyzing major shifts in consciousness. Now remember, eclipse season is a time of powerful, accelerated transformation. The eclipses activate karma and destiny, often bringing about fated events that can totally change the trajectory of our lives. While lunar eclipses often help us to purge out the past, solar eclipses powerfully seed new beginnings. This solar eclipse is doing that at a monumental level. First off, this new moon solar eclipse is a supermoon and the second closest new supermoon to the Earth of the whole year. A supermoon occurs when the moon is very close to the Earth in its orbit, which increases the pull of those lunar energies and intensifies the energetic shifts involved. Not only that, but this solar eclipse is aligned with the North Node, which is a point in the sky that symbolizes our future collective destiny. This means that the new beginnings we now initiate are being pulled by the deepest soul intentions and agreements we've made for our destinies during this lifetime. But that's not all. During the solar eclipse, Neptune, the planet of dreams and spirituality, is at the very last degree of Pisces. That is the last degree of the last sign of the zodiac, symbolizing the final step before a powerful new beginning. Just one day after the solar eclipse peaks, on March 30th, Neptune will be moving into Aries for the first time in 164 years. This is seeding a very powerful evolutionary jump in consciousness, which is exactly why I'm holding my upcoming free Awakening to Angelic Wisdom masterclass on that date at 12 noon Eastern Time. During the March 30th masterclass, I'll be sharing channeled angel messages on how you can awaken your spiritual gifts and attune your consciousness to the angelic realm, empowering you to be a leader in co-creating a new earth. If you want to join, just visit discoveryofangels.com via the link below and add your name to the sign-up form. Everyone who registers for the masterclass will also get early access to my 6-week Discovery of Angels course, which will be a deep dive into learning everything I know about the angels and how you can work with them directly. Again, the link is in the description below if you'd like to sign up. And even if you cannot make it to the masterclass live, I'll still be sure to send you the replay. With that, let's dive into the angels' 3 messages for this new moon solar eclipse cycle. All 3 of the messages I'm about to share will include crucial information about what's going on for our planet at a collective level, and will also apply to your path. But if you'd like to get a sense of which message will be your leading theme or spiritual lesson, then pick a number in your head right now, 1, 2, or 3. Whichever number you're feeling most drawn to will represent your leading angel message. Ready? Let's dive in. The angel's first message for this solar eclipse is that it is a turning point, seeding karmic revolution. Revolutionary energies are in the air, and they are being churned up by big waves of karma. Now, karma can simply be understood as the energy that fuels lessons. Karma isn't quite about rewards and punishments for good or bad behavior, but rather a harmonizing and balancing force that works to serve our unity and our ability to rise to an even higher level of functionality as a unified collective. Now, this solar eclipse is the last eclipse that will be occurring on the Aries-Libra axis before our eclipses will firmly anchor into the Virgo-Pisces axis until 2027. This last cycle through the Aries-Libra axis symbolizes a karmic review of victimhood versus self-empowerment. It is stirring up a profound drive to bring justice to victims, karmic accountability for those who have victimized others, and an urgent summoning of fairness, equality, and humanitarianism. This is a very intense, chaotic energy, so it's possible we may see conflict or hear the pounding of war drums. However, the angels have an important message for us. Do not fear. Times of great change can often include a seemingly chaotic breakdown of the old world, but it is also a potent opportunity to purge out what no longer serves us and make room for something that does. Now remember, Neptune is shifting from the very last degree of Pisces on March 29th into Aries on March 30th. The last time we saw this alignment was famously at the start of the American Civil War in April of 1861. This energy can be an explosive one for breaking down and releasing whatever it is that we cannot bring into the new future that we're now manifesting. By the way, this is just the preview of this breakdown of what absolutely can no longer remain in our world. You see, Neptune will be retrograding back into Pisces again on October 22nd, and will stay there until January 27th, 2026, when it goes back into Aries, where it will remain until March of 2039. This time is about the old world dissolving and a new one beginning. It is a deep processing of karmic lessons that have the potential to totally recreate our realities. Think of 2025 and 2026 as the beginning of a new era with an equal mixture of both deep soulful learning and introspection, sparking jumps in consciousness, and external revolutionary change. By the way, many of the shifts going on have the potential to influence banking, tariffs, trade, stock markets, and the economy, triggering a huge karmic reevaluation of what it is that is truly valuable and truly sacred. Again, the angels are lovingly reminding us not to go into fear no matter what we see happening on the world stage. This is our preparation to launch into something new and something far more functional and harmonizing for the collective, with grassroots up power to the people favored over defunct top-down authority systems. Karmic awakening and revolutionary change may not always be easy, but they are potent times for recreating the world in favor of the collective majority's highest well-being. And remember, if you want to join me during these pivotal energy shifts for a download of angel messages to instill major light, hope, and empowerment within, then be sure to click the link I left for you below to sign up for my free live Awakening to Angelic Wisdom Masterclass occurring on March 30th, right after the peak of the solar eclipse and during the Neptune into Aries shift. The angel's second message for this powerful solar eclipse cycle is all about spiritual awakening that guides in a new worldview. All major external change is preceded by internal change. If you want to create a new world and new reality around you, then you must change the inner state of your consciousness, which includes your worldview. According to the angels, we are now being spiritually guided to rise into a higher worldview, one in which we're being helped to see reality as the divine truly created it. This means letting go of seeing the world from the lens of the ego's fear, separation, lack, and suffering. This means holding compassion and forgiveness where fear-based judgment once lived within you, and waking up to love. In truth, the divine wills a reality of pure love, harmony, peace, and well-being for all. When our consciousness rises to match up with this, or in other words, when our human will aligns with the higher divine will, that's when we co-create miracles in our lives. If you want to receive angel messages on your innate power as a miracle worker, check out the video I linked for you all about this in the description below. Overall, know that this shift into miracle working is a shift into a consciousness of love. That consciousness of love is what we're now being guided to bring into our worldview. One of the most interesting cosmic alignments that is echoing this shift in our worldview is that Mercury, the planet of communication and thinking, will be on the world axis, which symbolizes that we're being guided to examine our thinking and beliefs. We're being guided to notice what we're pulling into our reality and future timeline by way of what we're holding in our conscious focus. Mercury will also be crossing 0 degrees of Aries, which is a point that represents pure potential and powerful new beginnings, especially around your thinking and communication. This energy is nudging you to speak your truth and envision your highest goals coming to fruition. We're also being guided to think deeper, especially about the greater good and our connection to the world around us. Remember that Mercury and Venus are still in retrograde during this solar eclipse cycle too, so we're still attracting deep opportunities to rethink our values, especially regarding love, relationships, and what is truly important in life. The scale of the new beginning we're creating together now is absolutely enormous, so take your time with it. Remember, you don't have to decide everything all at once. And divine timing is at work in your life. The angels are guiding you to awaken to a new and higher worldview and helping you to co-create a new reality in the timing that most honors your personal spiritual growth now. We are all a part of creating a new earth with a higher threshold of love and peace within it. And that movement into love and peace begins in your mind and heart first. The angel's third message for this solar eclipse cycle is all about creating powerful new beginnings on the blank canvas of pure potential. To say that the energies of creation and rebirth are surging right now is an understatement. We have been rapidly facing and releasing what no longer serves us from the past so that we can create space for the new. This may have you feeling as if you're currently standing in a void. If so, know that you aren't alone. Where it is needed most, life is manifesting a totally blank canvas for you so that you can paint a brand new future. Remember, this new moon solar eclipse is aligned with the North Node, which means that it is activating our future collective destiny. According to the angels, out of all that has been ending and all we've been guided to release from the past, we're co-creating a future that matches our highest destiny. As such, many of us will be spiritually awakening to receive a strong intuitive sense of what it is that our souls came to this earthly life to achieve. Our divine life's purposes are being activated so that we may become more consciously aware of that purpose and align with our future destiny. Remember, at the highest level, the future collective destiny of the human race has always been the realization of love. Our purpose, in other words, is about awakening to the divine love that is both our source origin and our destiny. We are now receiving a streaming influx of divine light straight from the source of this universe, encoded with higher consciousness that is here to empower us to become the artists of our lives, the co-creators of our destiny. The words you speak and actions you take now will be infused with pure potential and powerful source energy that can propel you into a new reality and help contribute to our collective co-creation of a new earth. By the way, if you're curious to learn more about what New Earth is, check out the video I linked for you in the description below with angel messages all about this. Overall, the angels want you to know that what you choose, believe in, and create now is shaping your life in a pivotal way. This moment is like a fork in the road for your life's timeline. At this fork in the road, you have the power to choose love and embrace your highest, most passionate soul callings to create the life of your dreams. To choose to hold love now can powerfully accelerate blessings, healing, abundance, and dreams coming true. So, focus on raising your vibration, focus on your highest dreams with faith, hope, and love, and get manifesting. If you'd like help doing so, check out my guided new moon solar eclipse meditation that I linked for you in the description below. Thank you so much for receiving these angel messages and for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. It is such an honor to be connected with you. And I can't wait to see you live at my upcoming free Awakening to Angelic Wisdom Masterclass. Remember, if you want to join, you can sign up via the link in the description below. And if you do, you'll also get early access to enroll in my Discovery of Angels course. See you then, and know as always that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!